Yes, I can hear you. How's it going?
Okay. All right, it's going great. Fantastic. Hey, listen, the gentleman was trying to educate you, but let me try to help a little bit here. Okay. If I remember right earlier today, you said you're what, 27 years old?
Yes.
Okay, so let me try to educate you a little bit. The, the Democrats that you're talking about that were in the South, they switched. In other words, there was a switch from Democrats to Republicans
And
and
when
vice
was this
versa.
switch, sir? When was this switch?
That switch started in the 1960s. Lyndon Johnson uh, uh, signed a signed a
Lyndon
thing
B.
saying
Johnson
Republican
was
voting
a
rights.
Democrat.
Listen to what I'm saying, sir. You asked me a
That's
question.
not a
I answered
switch,
it.
though. Hold on, sir. Calm down.
Listen.
Hold up. Because you're saying it's a switch, but then you say Lyndon B. Johnson, who replaced, excuse me, who replaced JFK after he was assassinated. JFK was against the establishment. We're talking about a guy who said we're going to be having N-words voting Democrat for over 200 years. Here's the thing, sir. You can't say Lyndon B. Honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you. That's a terrible, terrible example. Lyndon B. Johnson literally said,
It's not
if we
about.
don't vote,
It's not about.
listen, Lyndon B. Johnson said,
Sir,
if we don't
listen.
have these,
Sir,
we're gonna have these
sir,
N-words voting Democrat for over 200 years. Are you aware of him saying that?
sir, listen to what you just said. You said this is a terrible example. I'm not giving you an example. I'm giving you facts. See, this is what you
You,
don't understand.
sir, you just
I'm
said
not
the
giving you an
party
example.
switched in the 1960s, sir. I'm listening to you word for word.
Listen
Lyndon
to what
B.
I'm saying.
Johnson is a Democrat.
In the 1960s, the South was Democrat. The North
Sir,
was
and I'm
Republican.
telling you, the Republicans
When
fought
Lyndon
against the
Johnson
Democrats
signed
in the
those right now,
1800s. The
it
sir,
switched. And
when
this
did
is on
okay,
use of our school system.
okay, but
The
you're using
Democrats of the South went over to becoming Republicans.
the chat is
The
saying you got low
Republicans
IQ. By the way,
became
the
Democrats.
chat is saying you got
So
low
when you
IQ,
say
sir.
Democrats and Republicans, that you shouldn't just look at that. You need to look at the people.
Sir, the chat is saying you have low IQ. The chat is saying you have low IQ
Listen to what
because
I'm saying.
you're trying to say that the party switch and you're using Lyndon B. Johnson,
Listen,
who is a Democrat, who was against black
sir,
people. He said he was going to
it
have
don't matter
these
what, sir,
N-words voting Democrat for over
listen, sir.
200 years.
It,
What are you talking
listen,
about?
sir. It doesn't. Listen, sir. It doesn't matter what his party
He's
switch.
a Democrat. What do you mean it doesn't matter, sir? Your argument is when did
It
the
doesn't.
party switch?
I'm
You're arguing
listen,
for a Democrat.
listen, sir, sir. Listen to
Dude.
me.
No,
We're
sir.
talking
Hold
about
on.
a
Pause for
party.
2 seconds.
Listen,
Pause for 2 seconds. You are arguing for someone who is a Democrat when your argument is the party switch from Democrat to Republican, sir. Are you understanding this?
can I say it again, sir, so you can understand?
Go ahead, sir.
I said, listen. I said the South switched to become. They became Republicans. I didn't say nothing about an
And
individual.
who would be your
Listen
example?
very
Because Lyndon
carefully.
B. Johnson is not a good
Listen,
one.
no, listen, no, listen to me, sir, because you don't listen. I said a region switched. The South switched from being Democrats. They switched from being Democrats to Republicans. The North switched from being Republicans to Democrats. I'm not talking about individuals. I'm talking about regions. So when you say the Republicans
Democratic,
did this
it's only
or the
Democrat
Democrats
in
did that,
Democratic cities, man. It's only Democrat in big
sir,
cities. The
sir, you
whole
don't
state
know.
isn't
We're
blue.
trying to teach you something, sir. We're trying to teach you something,
Bro, you're not
but you don't want to
listen,
listen.
bro. Listen, hold on. This is what we gotta stop doing.
Are you
You
going to let
can't
me
keep on
finish?
trying to sit up here and say you're teaching me something where you're trying to use a damn Lyndon B. Johnson as an example, who literally
Sir,
said
sir,
we're gonna have N-words voting
ask me
Democrat for
what,
over 200 years, bro. You're talking about the party
sir,
switch and
listen,
you're using an example who is a Democrat, bro. You
sir,
already
sir,
lost the argument. Lyndon B. Johnson is a Democrat,
listen,
bro.
listen, sir. Black people, black people were Republicans until Lyndon Johnson and them did that act.
because Democrats were bullying black people and colored people into the Democratic Party. Black people never wanted to join the Democratic Party, but if you didn't join the Democratic Party, you couldn't buy a house. You couldn't get food. They would burn your house down. They would basically torture you. It's especially in cities like Chicago, sir. I'm educating you. What are you talking about? Look at the chat. Sir, look at the chat. You don't know what you're talking about, sir. You're talking about Lyndon B. Johnson. Relax. That's a Democrat.
The Democratic Party, sir, was the South. They were the Ku Klux Klan. They were terrorizing black people.
That's my point. You're sir, do you even know what you're arguing? Because now it sounds like you're on my side. It sounds like you're on my side now. Because that's my talking point.
Sir, you asked me why I switched, and I'm trying to tell you what happened.
Go ahead. I'm listening, sir, but you're saying the same thing.
Listen, black people went over to becoming Democrats because of what happened with RFK and what happened with Lyndon Johnson. That's when they switched.
Lyndon B. Johnson is a Democrat. Sir, stop saying Lyndon B. Johnson. He's a Democrat. He's not a Republican. He is a Democrat. Why are you acting like Lyndon B. Johnson was a Republican saying we're going to have these N-words voting Democrat for over 200 years? Republican for over 200 years, and they went Democrat after that. You cannot prove that they switched. You can't prove that.
Can I explain? Sir, what do you mean I can't prove it? It's history.
That's not. Lyndon B. Johnson's a Democrat, bro. Look at the... Sir, you gotta look at the chat. They're clowning you right now. They're clowning you.
Sir, give me 1 minute. Sir, give me 1 minute. Give me 1 minute.
I'm listening, man. But this is crazy.
Okay. So listen to what I'm saying. In the South, the Democrats ran the South. They were the KKK and all of that.
We know this.
Listen, sir, you say you give me a minute. You won't give me a minute. The Republicans were in the North. The Republicans were also black people. When Martin Luther King went to Alabama and was put in the jail, RFK got him out. That was the beginning when black people started switching over to being Democrats. After RFK was assassinated, Lyndon Johnson started putting in laws, and Congress started putting in laws. That's when black people switched over to Democrats. That's when the people in the South who were Democrats went over to become Republicans. That's the fact. So when you say Democrats and Republicans, understand they switched.
Sir, you're telling me something that I already know, first of all. And second of all, your last point was absolutely wrong. And how old are you? If you don't mind me asking.
Sir, I was there. I was there.
So you're well over 50 then, right? I would say you're in your mid 40s. Okay, so we're gonna say you're in your mid 40s, right? And my thing is this, sir. Okay, so you're past 40 plus years old, and you still don't realize.
I retired in the military and I retired in the government.
Okay, sir. Congratulations and thank you for your service. Now, here's what I'm saying. You cannot sit up here and tell me that we have seen change when we've been voting Democrat for over 60 plus years, sir. What change have you seen in the black community?
Sir, that wasn't the first question. The question was the changing of parties. Who changed or why they changed?
The parties never switched, sir. That's the argument I'm making. The parties never switched.
The people switched. The people switched.
Like who? Lyndon B. Johnson, who was a Democrat?
No, listen. Sir, the Republicans in the North became Democrats. The Democrats in the South became Republicans because of integration.
Sir, that's not a true point that you're making. When it comes to history, there is no...
Tell me when I was there.
Sir,
Tell me when I was there.
you are not an exception to the rule because you're one man. What are you talking about? You are one man, dude. I hate when liberals do this. You are one man, sir. You are one guy. You are not an exception to the rule, okay? It is millions upon millions of people that stay in America right now. There are over 300
Sir,
million people that stay in America. You
sir,
are one
I know
dude.
Martin Luther King, sir. I was alive when Martin Luther King got shot.
And Martin Luther King was a Republican.
He sure was. I'm telling you, he was.
Lyndon B. Johnson, been dude. Do you know when JFK got assassinated? Come on, bro, because now you looking stupid now.
Dallas, Texas.
Now
When
you're
did he
looking
get
stupid.
assassinated? In Dallas.
Do you know when?
He got
Hold on. Let's
assassinated.
get the facts
He got
straight.
assassinated in Dallas,
You said
Texas.
you want to get to facts, right? Let's get the facts
Yep.
straight. When was JFK assassinated?
Dallas, Texas.
When? I didn't say where. I said when was he assassinated?
He was assassinated, I believe it was in 63 or 64.
63. Okay, you're correct. 63. Now, when did Martin Luther King get assassinated? This was a little bit after his inauguration speech, right? After the I Have a Dream
Martin
speech.
Luther King, if I remember right, got assassinated like 1667.
Right. Okay, 67. That's a couple years. So you just said, you literally just said that the party switched after Lyndon B. Johnson, right? So you literally just
Uh-huh.
defeated your own argument because Martin Luther King was a Republican. He died a Republican. He wasn't fully out about it, but the people that really knew Martin Luther King, he had Republican values. Hello? Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. Did you catch any of that?
No, I didn't.
Okay, what I was saying was you basically just defeated your own argument, sir. The timeline, you just said Lyndon B. Johnson was when the party switched. But everybody knows that Martin Luther King died a conservative Republican man. He was a pastor, bro. So he was a reverend. So
I
he was a
agree. I
so
agree.
but you said Lyndon B. Johnson was the reason of the switch though.
He was.
But Martin Luther King was a Republican. So when was the switch?
Yes, they hadn't switched yet. They hadn't
Sir,
switched yet.
okay, we got a lot of people calling the line, but I really do
Sir,
appreciate. I
sir,
appreciate.
listen, let me just say this last one thing.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
When Lyndon Johnson signed the Voting Rights Act and all of that stuff went through, and integrating the schools, that's when black people became Democrats.
Dude, you're missing the whole chunk of what I just said, bro.
Martin Luther King came. Listen, the
Are you
people
familiar with
black
Margaret
people switched
Sanger?
over after King was assassinated, not before.
Okay, that you're gonna have to give me a timeline on that because you can't just. Okay, are you familiar with Margaret Sanger? Yes or no?
I
Are
couldn't hear you.
Are you familiar with Margaret Sanger?
Who?
Are you familiar with Margaret Sanger?
Yes, I am.
Okay, what is she? What is she best known for? Planned Parenthood, correct?
That is correct.
Where did majority of those Planned Parenthood clinics end up at?
Sir, now you're trying to change the subject.
No, I'm not because we gotta see what political party she's with. Okay,
Sir, well, that's not, you changing the subject matter.
Planned Parenthood was in what time, guys?
Matter
19
was
what?
when
19.
did the Republicans and the Democrats switch? That was our subject matter. Not about anything else within the Republicans and Democrats.
Sir, you have no because you're trying to sit up here and say the people with the same values just went to the Republican Party, and I'm telling you that's not true. Their values never changed because they
Sir,
never
it
left their
is.
party.
Sir, how you going to do 27, bro?
And that's really sad because I'm more educated than you are. So that really is sad. You
Really?
people are coming in
Really?
here talking about Project 2025, talking about first of all, bro, the real the real definition of conservative is a person that has traditional values, bro. That is the blank definition of conservatism. You went on a whole rant about what
Sir,
conservative is and what conservative
let me
is not,
finish.
and you don't
Hold
even
on.
have the right definition of what true conservatism is.
Hello?
But 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 yes, we got to get someone else on the line, guys. But thank you for your
Okay, what
time,
last
sir.
thing you said? Okay, what last thing you said? You said it was 10 commandments. There are not 10 commandments.
There are more. You right, but I'm talking about the main 10 commandments that you know. that was carved on Mount Sinai. If we follow those 10 commandments, I believe that the world would be better off. If the 10 commandments was in every school, which someone is trying to fight for, by the way, I think schools would be better. I think neighborhoods would be better. I think the world would be a better place if everybody abide by the
This
Ten
question is,
Commandments.
if you believe that, then why is Japan? They don't have these issues, and they don't have the Ten Commandments.
Why? What?
Why does Japan have low crime? They don't have the Ten Commandments.
Because you got to think about the Asian heritage, bro. Asians have a
No, no,
because
no, no.
look,
You just saying if they had the
it's
Ten
about
Commandments, they would
culture,
be.
bro. It's not a why you guys
Everywhere
listen.
there's the
It's
Ten
a
Commandments.
culture
Everywhere
problem.
where there's
It's
religion,
not a listen.
everywhere where there's religion, listen, everywhere where there's religion, there's trouble.
Okay, and Japanese people tend to practice their religion more than Americans and actually go by what their religion says. So you're talking about culture, bro. That's you're getting into something different now. The African American
That's
people,
right. The
they do
culture of Christianity. Isn't that our culture, Christianity?
no, that's not just black culture. That's America. First of all,
No, no, no. I
Christianity
didn't say
is
black. I didn't say black. I didn't say black.
okay, but my thing is if we put the 10 Commandments in America everywhere, there will be it will be safer for everyone. Everyone would have better values. That was my
How?
argument.
They 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 said the Ten Commandments. They said the Ten Commandments were taken out of the school system. Can you tell me when that was done?
I don't know, but if it was done, that would
It
now
ain't never been in. It ain't never been in.
yeah, that's what I no. I would want the 10 Commandments to be in schools. I never knew that they took it out or anything like that. But if they did, that's sick.
It never was in. They keep saying put the Ten Commandments back in school. It was
Do
never in the school system.
do you think it should be in the school system?
No.
So you don't think the 10 Commandments should be in the school system, but you claim you're a conservative man?
Yep. It shouldn't be in the school system.
Okay, sir. Thank you for your time, man. You have
Well,
a good one.
so you want the Quran in? You want the Quran in there too?
Bro, majority of people
Once
in
you open,
America isn't Muslim.
that's not what. Listen, once you open up Pandora's box, you can't go back.
Sir, majority of people, that's a culture for Muslims. You're making an argument for Muslims here, dude. Majority
No, no,
of the
no. I'm
world
making
is,
an argument for the founding fathers. The founding fathers realized that religion was a big problem. That's why they wanted to separate it.
but they have one nation under God. In God we trust
Oh,
behind the money. Dude, oh, thank you for your time, sir. Have a good day.
what else is on the money?
That dude is a moron. I'm sorry, guys. Yeah, we got to get him out of there. This dude is nuts. Okay. It's a problem in our country, but we literally have one nation under God.